This particular video is going to show you declaring an array and filling an array, and we are going to use the idea of playing a game and tracking players in a game to do that. So what we have on the screen right here is an array that has been declared. When you declare an array, you have to give it the data type and tell it how many items it's going to hold, and then the name of the array. In Coral, we use this reserved word array. We have to have that, and so that declares the array. I also declare a integer variable in order to track my index. I use I here rather than index in order to save some screen space, but typically I like to use the word index. Whenever you process an array, you are going to use a for loop. And so we're going to start our loop, initializing it at 0. We are going to continue to process the array until we get to 1 less than the size. So we say less than player.size, players.size, and then we are going to increment by 1. And so this process right here is going to start and loop through all of our items. We're going to have items at index 0, index 1, index 2, and index 3. To get those items into those particular positions, we use the bracket notation when working with arrays. So we put the bracket index, and again, I'm not going to use the word index, but I wanted to just type it there so you recognize that it's at the index. And then we're going to use the Coral get next input command. So that is going to fill our array. If we run this code, you can see that it is taking each of the items and filling the array. The largest index is always going to be 1 less than the size of the array. And notice that Coral does create this .size variable that we can use. And so I'm doing players.size in order to process this array when I fill it.